I wanted to show you how to make homemade vanilla. It's super simple and it's literally just 2 ingredients. It's vodka, any kind of vodka. The last time I made this, I just bought whatever the cheapest vodka was, but I already had this on hand, so I'm just gonna use what I have. I have Tito's. And then I ordered these off of TikTok, and it's from Slow Food Group. It's based in Sarasota, and these are grade B vanilla beans, Madagascar vanilla beans, and it comes with 35. I think they have different options for different amounts that you can order, but that's it. Vodka and vanilla beans, that's all you're gonna use. I'm doing it now because sometimes I like to give them as like stocking stuffers or Christmas gifts, and you really want it to sit for at least 6 months. If you could let it sit for longer, probably 12 months is ideal, but I think it's still pretty good depending on how many beans, the ratio of the beans to the vodka, which I'll get into in a minute. But I start to save little containers like this. This is plastic, but it's just a little single serve like wine bottle, and the little syrup bottles from Cracker Barrel are also perfect for gifting vanilla in. So what you want to do is, these are the vanilla beans. Basically the ratio is 2 ounces of vanilla beans to 1 cup of vodka. Obviously, if you do a higher ratio of vanilla beans, it will be stronger. So this package came with 35. I measured the weight and they were 3.1 ounces. So I'm actually gonna do 1.5 cups of vodka and put all of the vanilla beans in it. I usually also, I like save jars for different projects, but this is like an old maple syrup jar, and I'm hoping everything's gonna fit in here. It might not, so I may have to like switch it up and put it in a bigger bottle, but you want to make sure that the vanilla beans are completely covered in the vodka once you put them in. So now what you want to do is you're gonna take every vanilla bean that you have, and you're literally just going to slice it down the middle. And the reason you're wanting to do that is because you're wanting to expose the paste on the inside, so you can see all that yummy goodness on the inside. And so you're literally just going to start splitting the beans, and I just go ahead and drop them down in the jar as I split them. It's a little time consuming, but you definitely do not want to skip this step. Okay, they're all split, and I'm just gonna put the rest of them in the jar. I have a feeling this jar is not going to hold all of my vodka with the beans in it, but we're gonna try. So shove the rest of these down in there, and then I'm gonna add my vodka. So I just use a little funnel, and I've already got my vodka measured. It's 1.5 cups, and we're gonna give it a go. All right, it's close, but not quite enough room. And I do want to leave a little bit of space because I want to just be able to shake it and have plenty of room while also keeping the beans covered. So hang on, I'm gonna go grab another bottle. I picked these bottles up at Dollar Tree, and I ordered them online. It was like a 12 pack. And what's funny is I just went to go grab this one and opened it. And this is one of the bottles that I was making vanilla in last year. It's been washed and cleaned, but I can still smell the vanilla, so it's crazy. But all right, I'll just do this. Let me just go ahead and start pouring the vodka in, and then I'll transfer the vanilla beans. All right, so here's the vodka. Pour the rest in. Probably should have just used this to begin with. Okay, got them all in the bottle and added the vodka. You can see just the tip of a couple of them are sticking up. I can add just a little bit more, or I could just try to stick something in the bottle and try to push them down a little bit. But you don't want to put too much more vodka because you want the right ratio. Otherwise, you'll end up with a very weak vanilla, and it'll be really light in color. So I don't know, every few days you just want to give it a shake, and you'll start to see that the vodka is still pretty light right now, and you can kind of see through it. I'm not sure how well it's showing up on camera, but as it sits, it will start to absorb the paste from the vanilla beans, and the color of the vodka will start to get very dark, very rich, and you just want to keep it in a cool, dark place for at least 6 months. If you can go 12, that's even better. Then when it's all finished and you're ready to use it and bottle it up, I just use, I'm not sure if I have one handy here to show you. I use one that's a little bit bigger than this, but basically like a cocktail strainer, and you'll just pop it down in a funnel, and then you'll pour from here into the jars that you've saved, and the little strainer will catch all the little bits and pieces. You'll start to see, in fact, it's already happening just from me transferring it from one bottle to another, but you'll start to see a lot of particles floating around in the vodka, and that's totally normal. So don't worry about that. In fact, if you're not seeing that, you probably didn't get your beans split all the way. You definitely want to make sure that they're completely split open, and you can like see and touch the paste on the inside of the bean. So that's it. Vanilla beans, vodka, and you let it sit. Super simple, but people usually love getting this as a gift. I put this in my kids' stockings one year as stocking stuffers, and they loved it. And so it tastes really good. I've used it after I've made it. The vanilla is really delicious. Also, here's a fun story. So my husband and I just barely started drinking alcohol like 5 years ago-ish. And that's a long story and not for this YouTube channel, but we didn't drink. We were part of a high demand religion, and it was forbidden. And so we were good members and followed the rules, and so we didn't drink. So years ago, my husband's grandmother, who was not a member of the same religion, she wanted to make homemade vanilla, and that was the very first time that I had done it. And so we researched it and figured out what we needed to do, and so we knew we had to have vodka. So she sent me to the liquor store to buy the vodka, and my mother-in-law was very upset about that, that her mom sent me to the liquor store to buy vodka. Of course, I walked in and had absolutely no idea what I was doing. It was like a whole nother world to me. But I got the vodka and went back to her house. We made it. We were very patient, let it sit for several months, and then tried it in our baking recipes, and it was fabulous. So anyway, fast forward, now I have Tito's on hand. So a lot's changed. But anyway, I hope you try this and enjoy it. Again, makes a great little gift, and now is the time to do it if you want it to be ready by Christmas.